Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to make a paper craft, just some stuff that helps make them more quickly and look nice, because there's been a lot of stuff on the website recently that, like, it's creative, but the designs are just really poorly made. And also the tutorial right now was an hour long. We're going to be making the Jarate from Team Fortress in this tutorial. So first thing you should do is download an editing program, like a image editing program or a drawing program. I'm using paint.net. It's a pretty good one. It's very simple and easy to use, but still has a lot of stuff you can do with it. You can use more complex ones though, like GIMP, Photoshop. I don't know how to use those though. GIMP is confusing. And then like you can use probably like paint.ms paint, even though it's really bad. But Paint.net is free and it's easy to use, so if you don't have something, I'd recommend downloading that. So first thing we're going to do is click on the new button up in the corner, and it will let us resize our window. So I'm just going to go with 100 by 100 to be safe. That's too big, but just going to go with that. If you press Control and then middle mouse, you can zoom in and out, or you can just click on the magnifying glass. That might be easier. Do that. Now, a setting that's useful to have on for making paper crafts is this graph in the corner, display graph. So that shows you where all the pixels are when you zoom in. So that makes it a bit easier when you're dealing with pixely things. So we're going to start by making the shape of the Jarate. So you won't need this layers. Actually, you might use that 1 point, but we're going to get rid of that for now. Right now we just need colors and tools. So we're going to start by grabbing a color. Because whenever we make things like this, it's nice to have the right colors instead of just picking one from in here. So we're going to go in, get the right color with the color picking tool. Let's go with that yellow. That's a good yellow to go with. Now, I'm going to make the design the bottle. I'm going to make it into two pieces. There's going to be the lid and the bottle. The bottle is going to be 4 by 6 might be good, I think. We can always change it if it's not though. So go 4 by 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. And then just since that's small, we can just fill that in like that. Now we're going to make it again to make the next panel over. Now, to make it not get too complicated, especially on bigger ones, we're going to do the top next. Because if you don't, then sometimes it'll get a bit, you'll have to count to which block you're on, and that can get kind of confusing on bigger things. So, we're going to fill all those in. Oh, if you get some stuff everywhere, since we have a white background and our secondary color is white, we can just press right click and it'll replace it with white and we'll be good. So make the bottom. So this is a good shape to make your most shapes when you're making Papercrafts will be like that. More complex stuff can be different, will sometimes be different shapes, but that's complex, so we're not gonna worry about that. And now we probably want some glass color. So I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm gonna go with this on the side. Now it's transparent, and I don't really want transparent, so I'm gonna go in and just, if you press more, you'll get all these colors. Like you can have a lot more options for colors, but you can change see-through it is. And we probably don't want it see-through, so we'll just make it max for this. And so since the jar sort of has an outline, then the liquid's in the middle, I'm going to for the texture, make the outside of the jar this color, and then the inside's gonna be yellow. Okay, so there's the jar texture. I'm going to pick my yellow color again and then go in and fix that. So now we have the shape of the jar. So now we should do the lid. Now the lid, pick the color, and then we're going to do the same thing for making the shape we did for this one. But this one's going to be 2 by 1, sort of. So I'm going to make the top. That's going to be the shape of the top. And then this is the side, another side, another side, another side. And then this is the bottom. So this is the correct shape for that. Now we're done with the jar, or shape. And what I see a lot of people do at this step is make tabs like this, which that can work, but what's best to do is go into image, click on image, and click resize. So now it'll bring up this menu. Pixel Papercraft, all the stuff on there, the official scale for that website is 800%. So for percent, we'll do 800. So then we'll click OK, and it'll resize it, and now it will be 8 by 8 for each pixel. So now we can go in and make our tab. Black is a good color for tabs. So zoom in so you can see one side and see pixels fairly well. And then make your tabs by just going up from the first block to the last block. It's best to be consistent, so I'm going to go with 16. So here's 8 and then another 8. Now for this one, now we're going to go up to this side and do another 8. So now we have a tab. And now we can do that with the rest of the tabs. But if your tabs are if all of your tabs are the same size on something, an easier thing to do is click on this tool, the rectangle select tool, and click on the one side and drag up to select it all, and then click on the copy button and zoom on to the next one you want to do, and then click paste. And now you'll have another tab. So then you can just put it right there because they're the same size. Now you can paste again for the last one. It's the same size too. And that just makes it faster than hand making every single one. Now we can, for the bottom tabs we can do the same thing, but we have to mirror them. So what we're going to do is click on the new tab, and since we have this tab selected, it'll make the pixel size the size of that tab, so 32 by 16, which is the size of our tab. So we'll press OK, and it'll make a new window. So we can go into the window, press paste, and it'll paste it onto here. Now, something I forgot to mention is whenever you are pasting it, show the borders like it has it selected. Now to unselect it, press enter. Now that's useful because if you have it selected, it won't really let you do anything else, at least in Paint.net. So now we're going to go into image and click on flip vertical. Select it again, copy, go to your first page, paste, and then paste it on to there. Paste again, next tab, one more tab for this side, Okay, good. Good. We have all of our tabs for both sides. Now we're going to make our tab for size. Now since it's on a different side, we're going to do it by hand again. So 1, 2, 3, 4 can make it the same length. So now we can fill it in like this, but that gets a little bit messy sometimes. So something that's nice to do is there's a line tool down here, line/curve. Click on that, and now just drag it down, and it'll be a straight line. Press enter to deselect that, and now you have this piece is completely tabbed. So now we're going to do the lid. It's the same thing, but since it's smaller, we're going to do 8 by 8 tall instead of 16. Since this one's only 8 pixels tall, since it's 1 pixel, we're going to do 4 by 4 instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we have all of our tabs. One thing that's optional, you don't have to do this, but I think it helps, and it's not that hard in this program, making fold lines. So to do that, we can press the layers button. You can do it on this layer, but just makes it a little bit more orderly if you make a new layer. So press layers, and then it'll bring up this, and we're on the background layer. So go down here and click add new layer, and make sure that layer is above background. And now go into colors, click more, and we have all these colors down here. Now I'd say transparent color, I think this one down here looks the best for most tabs. Hit the color, go out of that. Now we're going to just move that to the side. We're in our second layer. Now zoom in. Now in the tutorial that is like the official tutorial on the website, he does it like block by block, all of them. But that takes a long time to do. And I'm not sure for other programs, at least for Paint.net, which is the nice thing about it. If you click the line tool, and then the middle one, you can click the drop down arrow, and you'll see it has all these dashed and dotted lines. So for folds that fold in, it's best to go with dashed. You'll see there's little other transparent lines in between the lines. And we don't want that. So what we're going to click on is this squiggly line, and it's called anti-aliasing enabled. So if we click on that, it disables it, and it gets rid of the aliasing. And that's good for Papercraft, since we most of the time want them to be pixel perfect. So drag it out, and now you'll see we have a dotted dashed line. Now press enter to get rid of, to deselect that. Now we're going to do this side. Pulled it a bit too far. You can use these to pull the line back and stuff if you need to. But yeah, center. Now I'm going to do this side. Press enter. This side, enter. This side, enter. And so now we have our lid for the jar has dashed fold lines, which is good. So now we're going to do the jar, which you can't really see them as you can probably kind of see them. I can, not sure if you can in the video, but we're doing that. There, now we have all of our fold lines, everything. So now we're going to be ready to get started on design layout. We're going to go on Pixel Paragraph and look up A4. It's a good thing to look up, and what? Well, at the top results for A4 will be A4 page template. So click on that. So it'll pop up this. Right click, copy image, and then go in the paint on that. It copied, it resized a page of the new tab for what we were doing. Well, it will do that for all copied images. So this is the A4 size, and it's just a nice size. Most printers can print it out. It's the size that he has Phil use. So now we have an A4 template page. So now we're going to go onto this page. We can actually delete. Don't save. Don't save. Okay, we delete those too. The tab ones, we don't need them. So what we're going to want to do is merge the layers. So click on the top layer, the fold line layer, and go down and you'll see this merge layer down button. So click that. It'll merge them together. You can copy them since they're on one layer. Everything will be copied. So now you copy them, go to your A4 page, paste, and just plop it on there somewhere. If you have a lot of, it's nice to try to make them organized. This only has 2 pieces, so that's not very hard for this, but sometimes it takes a little bit of work. So I think that those are well placed. Now we are going to add some watermarks and everything, because free Minecraft Papercraft photos.com will not steal our stuff, or it'll be clear that they stole our stuff. People just claim that as their own. So watermarks make it a little bit hard to do that. Click on the text button and pick a good font. I'm going to, for this tutorial, I'm just going to go with Calibri. I don't feel like looking for a good font for the Jarate. I'm going to make my text that color, because I like to make it the title text the color of something on the page. I have to do that though. I'm going to make it like a bigger size. So 28 is good. And then just do Jarate. And then just put by and then your username. That's what I like to do. By Chippy. We want to title our pieces, which makes it, on stuff with more pieces, that makes it easier to tell what's supposed to be what, and just makes it look nicer. So go for a smaller size probably. I'm going to go for 10. Calibri's still good. Probably should I'm going to change the color to black. And just lid. The lid of the jar. And jar. See, now that looks nice. Now, I said before A4 is nice, but if yours is smaller than A4, what you can do is crop it. Can click on the selecting button, and then select the area you want that's the design is in. That's a good area. Now go up here, and you'll see the crop to selection button. Now press that, and we have our little Papercraft. I hope this video helped you with designing paper crafts. If you have any questions or feedback, or if there's anything else with Papercraft making that I didn't touch on in this video that you want to learn a tutorial about, then just leave in the comments below, and goodbye.